Grill on.
Grill on. Good morning. Today is Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, actually we completed the first week of what do you call it? Social distancing. Patrick is working from home. This is his office behind that screen because when I fall asleep, he doesn't want to hear my snoring when he's in a conference call. And I'm home because I have a quite severe pollen allergy. So it's affecting my throat. And since we don't know if I'm affected or not, I'm staying at home. And because I have the allergies, I fall asleep a lot. So I haven't even been to water training, which is shame. And because I haven't been to water training, let's just say that eating is a problem because I tend to eat more when I'm home all the time. Normally I go to the training in the morning and around 10 or maybe 11 I go to work and I sit there for 3 or 4 hours depending on what I'm gonna do. And then I come home with my kids, we make something to eat, that's my first meal. And then at 7 or 8 we eat dinner. But now I'm home with my husband. He's having his fika break. Fika, very important. We're watching the news. And again, guess what? It's about the coronavirus. We don't talk about anything else. So this week has been boring as... oh my god. What do you do when you're at home and there's no work to be done actually because all the floorball has been cancelled? So the reason this week was supposed to be an upbeat, it's going so well, I don't feel hungry, it's so easy, I just go to water training and do my job and then come home and eat, and it's so easy. It has been easy. I haven't cheated at once. I had a couple of salt licorice like 2 weeks ago and that's it. But this week I had a hard bread sandwich a couple of days ago. It was good. I love those, but not good for but that's it. And now, and since I've been in pain, I've been drinking more wine this week. And that's something to expect when I'm bored and in pain. When I'm busy and keeping warm, the pain is actually better. But since I can't go to water training because, because of that. I was making a joke and then it came on. Anyway, because of that I can't go to water training. That would be unfair to the others in case I have the flu. So right now I'm at home sipping on my tea. And this week I have to plant the tomatoes. It's time. They need at least 2 months, 60 days to start producing fruit, and I want to have tomatoes by midsummer. So 2 months from midsummer, that's end of June, end of May, end of April. I want them before. So in the beginning of April, the latest. But I marked in my calendar middle of March because I think I planted them too late last year. I think I planted them on Easter. Visst planterade jag på påsk i fjol? Ja. Easter is too late. And Easter is in 2 weeks, so I have to do it this week. and I have to rearrange and kill off my sad herbs that's been there since before Christmas or something. As you know, everything is about improving life, and one thing I do to improve our life is to grow as much as possible in our little garden, and So first of all, I have planted and neglected a bunch of stuff: basil, tarragon, more basil, and some marjoram. And these are chilies. This is Carolina Reaper, and these are ordinary jalapeno. These are my violets, my favorite flower. But since I've neglected the basil, it's gotta go. It looks like shit. I don't want to feed my family this. Oh, it smells so good. We are at home, both me and Patrick. Me because I'm showing symptoms, not that I'm sick because I have pollen allergies, but because in case it's something more. So I'm staying home with my runny nose and scratchy eyes. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't know why I grow these. They are really cheap and really superior to buy in stores because they come more beautiful and bigger. But I know I like these. I like to buy some that comes in bloom really early, like in May, and then these come in bloom in June. So I have flowers all summer. Every one of these little things, I have one loose here. Every one of these will become a flower. A huge one, football size if you're lucky. But I ain't got the patience to do that. So I'm just gonna split it in 4 or 6 or something and put in bigger containers because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm just about done, but I'm gonna show you. I decided to plant some one and one. Fill them up. A hole. Make a hole. Make a hole. Put it down. That's it. Let's do like cherry and sun gold together. So what I do is I flatten it and then I just to make the surface a bit easier to work with, to not be so hard, so that the seed will catch on. Catch on! These are actually my favorite, sun gold. They are orange and taste like heaven. Oh, so good, so good. Both of these are my favorite, the other ones. Black cherry! the thing with tomatoes is you can't fail. It's the easiest thing to grow. Actually, I'm going to show you something. So, now there's a lot of pulp in it too, but it doesn't matter. I'll show you that, I don't know, in a week or two these will grow. And tomato seeds has positively 100% growth, what do you call it? Grobarhet. And anything tomato-like you would put in soil will grow. I'm just saying that if you taste a tomato that tastes so fucking good you just wanna devour it, take a seed and put in a bit of a pot. It's not that hard. And it will grow. And you can keep tomatoes inside as long as you have light. And up here in Sundsvall, that's not a problem because we have sun all the time from now and until September. All the time. There's hardly any darkness actually in the winter, in the summer. So, all you have to do is plant the seed in whatever pot, whatever tomato in whatever pot, and then when it is about this high, this is a 1.5 liter milk carton. You can actually grow in these. You just cut it. I cut it at the top, but if you cut it that way, you have or that way, you have a tray. And then when it's time for replanting, use these. Actually, it's a trick. I'm gonna let you in on a secret with tomatoes. Tomatoes grow roots on the stem. So when you plant it, it's this high. This high. You plant it with the bottom down here, fill it up with soil and leave only the top of the thing. Take all the other leaves away, the small ones and the first one, or maybe the second one depending on how thick it is, but only leave the top outside and leave it in this until June. Then you put it in half a bag of soil. You can just take one bag, cut it in half, break it in two, put one tomato in each, and you can have that inside. You can leave it in a bucket to be able to water it, as long as it has light. And for pollination, you just shake the motherfucker. Shake it, shake it, shake it. You just push it until it shivers, and that will pollinate it. So tomatoes are dead easy. Anyone can do it. And you will never ever get over the taste of your first homegrown tomato. You are hooked. I promise you. There we go. I'm just gonna water, and since I've made a ditch here, I'm gonna water in this one because the water will glide down and out. And I don't want to water on top now because I have my seeds, you know, in a pattern. So if I water here, you see, it sinks down instead of spreading all over. The soil will make it homogeneous. To feel how much water it is, just lift it. Last thing. To get the best result, the tomatoes need warmth in the beginning, and when they start to sprout, room temperature at the most. Like 20 is better than 23. so they will grow fat. I mean, if they are like your thumb when you're planting in them for the final time, you've succeeded. The thumb. Mine usually are like my pinky, but I need the thumb is the low. Bye bye. Like, subscribe, and share if you like it. Mm.